Hello everyone, the731-272 here, and today, if you're looking at the screen currently, you will know the topic of today's video. Yes, it is a POWAHHH Macintosh G3 Beauty. This computer I've had for quite a while, and it came with no hard drive, and so I was forced to try and install OS X and OS 9, which were met with little success, at least on this computer. I'll tell you my methodology for actually getting it to work in a minute. But first, let's just do a little bit of a system tour. Unfortunately, this little buddy back here is broken. I'm contemplating taking that off because it's just breaking it more. I actually have to fix it a little bit right now, like that. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But anyway, it's just your standard Bondi Blue POWAHHH Mac G3. It has the 233 megahertz G3 processor in it, I'm sure. The hard drive is not original, but is an Apple hard drive, as you can see here. It is a 20 gig Maxter, so that's fancy. 384 megs of RAM on 2 sticks. One of them's 256, the other is 128. Not sure which is which. Here is the PowerPC G3 processor and the dual video cards. One of which, this one is an ATI Rage 128, and this is a Radeon 7000. So there's that. The CD drive in this does not appear to work. I don't know for certain, and it is a bit dirty. So now I'm going, and the zip disk, can't forget the zip disk. I'm going to go over the troubles I had with this machine. Obviously, having come with no hard drive, I needed to install OS X. And so what I did, being the responsible human being I am, I promptly torrented OS X 10.3.9, which is completely dissupported by Apple and is basically abandonware. So I don't think it's illegal. I downloaded and burned that on a disk. I just burned the first of 3 just to make sure it would boot, and it didn't, so there's that. I could not for the life of me get the open firmware to open, and that was partly because I was using a PC keyboard instead of a Mac keyboard, so that was a problem. I shelved the project for a while because I just got utterly fed up with it. And I just picked it up a few days ago. And during that 3-day period, I used about 6 CD-ROM drives, including this one right here, which I thought would actually work. Because I know that's the best CD drive I have in the bunch. But no, not even that worked. It would not boot off of a CD. I perused through many forums and things trying to find out how the heck I get this thing to work. I reset the PRAM. Oh my gosh, I did a reset, NVRAM reset, all in the open firmware, which I got eventually to open. And under no circumstances would this thing boot off of a CD at all. But, thankfully, I have other Macintosh computers, Macintosh G3 computers, that will boot off of a CD. This guy, right over here. I was able to take the hard drive out of that one, put that one in there, and with my OS 9.2.2 universal install image, I was able to install OS 9.2.2 on this hard drive, extract it from that, and put it back in there. And both systems now work pretty fine. So that's great. Now I'm going to stop flapping my yap and we're going to actually turn the thing on. And then after that, we're going to do some other things. So let me get it turned on. Alright, so power. Beautiful noise. Beauty, beauty, beauty. The screen image does take a minute to come up, but here is my Mac Genuine keyboard that is for the other iMac I was just showing you, as you can tell by the purple hockey puck. And you'll be able to see OS 9 boot up. At first, it will give you the flashing, no, I don't know where Mac is thing, but, and then the hard drive search kick in. I think that's the system, though. You can sort of hear it, and now it's caught the OS 9 install, so it's going. It's not very loud either. It's loading right now, and I can't really hear it. That hard drive, once it gets going, it's not really loud. Has a nice whir to it, though, but yeah. I think the longest time, or the longest section of time in this startup it takes is when it processes the extension there. Yeah, the PowerPC G3 processor is a bit slow, so yeah. So yeah, here we are. Network time error, considering we're not connected to the internet. Get out of here. Yeah, and you can see 384 megs of RAM. Well, it says 320 there, but I think some of it is used for other things. You can see that Mac OS uses a whole 37 megabytes of RAM, so you know, there's that. There's not really any applications on this, and I'm searching through a vintage Mac software site to see if I can find any software for this thing, because at least having AppleWorks on here would be nice, and I think I just did find an AppleWorks thing. There is Norton Utilities on here, but that's only from the installer image. I didn't actually put that on there myself. So, yeah, that's about it. I think what I'm going to do is, because this thing needs to be cleaned out very badly, I'm going to haul it to the basement, and I'll cut in once I'm in the basement. And now, I'm just going to say beforehand, I do use a leaf blower to clean out my computers. I know this is not the proper way to do anything, but I'm not going to buy compressed air, and we do not have an air compressor. So why not just use the thing that spits air at something? I mean, like, really? Yeah, and yeah. So I'll be right back, and I'll just, you know, cut in when I'm back, because that's how video editing works. So here we are in the basement, and I'm getting ready to leaf blow the G3 here. So I'm going to get the thing set up, and I'll cut in, and we'll get this thing clean. Here's the leaf blower. Yay! Now, being the safety nut that I am, I use a very advanced facial shielding technique. I've patented it. It has trademarks in over 50 million countries. I call it CFWS, or cover face with shirt. Let me demonstrate. Yes, that was the leaf blower. Yep, cover face with shirt. Hope we got that alright. Now, we're going to get on to the main show. There will be no need to turn your sound down, as I will turn the sound down in the editor. So, I'm just going to give myself 3 seconds so I don't have to twitchily, you know, do that. 1, 2, 3. So here we are after the fact, and it's looking very clean, or at least a lot more clean than it did. That fan there can use some cleaning up, and you're not going to be able to see this because of the lighting level. And there's some dust sitting on top of the floppy drive, or the CD drive still. So, that's a problem, but hey, it's looking a lot better otherwise. There was a big plume of dust that came out when I initially turned the blower on. Leaf blower, yeah. So, that's a good sign. Got a lot of dust out. So, now I'm going to haul it back upstairs, and we're going to get on to the next part of our journey. Okay, so we have the G3 back upstairs, and here's the test. If it doesn't explode when I turn it on, it's good. Ah! I have to do a pre-RAM reset now. When it doesn't do the chime when it starts up, I have to do a PRAM reset. And just for those who don't know, Give this a second here. We're gonna power on, maybe, maybe not, no. I guess we're not even gonna power on. So it didn't explode, but it's not liking life either. So let's flop our side panel down here. Let's see what's going on. Ah, there we go. There we go. Beauty. Now we're working. Let me get it booted up into, well, I don't even need to. I actually have stuff to do with the CD drive in this. So, I'll be right back. The cut-in will let you know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm into OS 9, and just to show you that the CD drive in this, in fact, does not work properly, here is the OS 9.2.2 CD-ROM drive, or CD-ROM, no, it's actually CD-R, so I'm wrong in that respect anyway. I'm going to put it in there, and it's going to spin up, but it's not going to get detected, and you can see the access light. It's actually on there. And I think, I don't know, I think this looks like an aftermarket CD-ROM, because you have this headphone jack right there, but you're not going to be able to reach that. And nothing actually comes up over here, so I don't know. It's not really vital that I have the CD drive working in this, but if I can, I'd like to be able to see if I can actually get the CD drive to work, because having a CD-ROM drive would be, you know, nice. And if the camera would frickin' focus, we can actually shut this down and get to work on what I was planning. It takes a very short amount of time to shut down. Yeah, see what I mean? Don't you wish your computer shut down that fast? Oh boy, older computers do everything better than newer ones, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm probably not going to be able to do this with one hand. So I'm going to shut the video off and come back when I actually have the thing out. Okay, so I've gotten the CD-ROM and zip disk assembly out. And I'm just going to quickly test this assembly externally on my laptop, as well as clean off the top. As you can see, all the dust that was sitting on there got all over my hands and so give me a second. I'm going to hook this baby up. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's plugged in and it doesn't detect anything. And yeah, it just made the beep, but it's not installing drivers or anything. So, I don't know. I'll tear it apart. This is what I'll do. Give me a couple of minutes. Okay, so I've already gotten this done, but I was not able to get it done the way I'd hoped. These two little holes here allow access, the only access, into where the laser is held. You cannot get in it any other way. There is one other way, and that involves desoldering something, and I'm not doing that. So I had to stick a wet Q-tip with rubbing alcohol, 70% isopropyl, into there and, you know, wipe it off a little bit. That didn't seem to help. It doesn't detect any discs in Windows. It seems to like see the discs inside the CD-ROM drive, but it's just not even detected by Windows. So I don't know if it's dead logic or if this only works on an Apple computer. I'm gonna put it back into the G3 and see if that fixes it, because that very well might have been the problem. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have these back in, and I'm going to wait to put this bezel back on, because I think this might still be having a problem. So give me a second, and I'll get this puppy booted up, and we'll see if it actually sees any CD discs. Okay, so for the test here, I'm going to use 3 discs. A blank disc, an Adobe PageMail disc, and a printer driver disc. So I'm going to start with the blank disc first, and we're going to see if this even gets detected. Hop over here to the monitor so we can actually see what's going on. It does not appear like anything is going to happen. Maybe I need to initialize the thing. I don't know. Let's just figure around. Would not seem so. Okay, trying the next disc. I'm going to try the page mill disc. If I can get the freaking case open, there we go. Good lord. Okay. That should make the thing spin and do loudness, which it has. Nothing again. You know, nothing. Not a thing. Now the driver disc is in. I'm going to try one thing real quick. Do. Now it's not making any noise for some reason. Still does not seem to detect any disk. Let's see if it sees anything in the open firmware. Let me just get into the open firmware. Okay, so we're in the open firmware. I'm going to do boot CD. Oh! Load size too small, it says. Alright, that's encouraging. That's encouraging. I'm going to try something now. I'm going to go get the other disc, the one that's actually bootable, and try and boot off of it. It spun up the hard drive for whatever reason. I don't know why it did that. And this camera needs to focus. Like, really. Focus! Piece of crap. I don't know why this won't focus. It's ridiculous. There you go, dingus. Really? You can't focus on that? Okay. I'm gonna try it again. No? Apparently not. It's trying to load off the hard drive. But, alright. It's not working either way. Maybe it thinks that the hard drive is the CD. It's pretty weird if it does. Whoa, what? That was weird. Huh. Gave me some additional information as to how it's booting up after that. It said it was on ATA 0. Very odd. I'm very confused as to why this is being this weird. Let's see if it sees the CD. No, still doesn't. That's unfortunate. Oh, I'm trying to think. I know what the problem is. 1 second. So if I'm gonna get this right after this, I am a massive retard. Not even gonna go back on that word. If I'm right, this cable snakes from up top, down and around, and comes around here, under the board, and comes up over here. That wasn't plugged in. If this works, I will literally piss myself. I'm gonna get into the open firmware. Okay, so we're in the open firmware, and I'm going to do boot CD again. It's thinking about it. Load size too small. Okay, I don't know what that means. But it was really thinking about it that time. To think that I was stupid enough to let that happen. Oh my God. Oh, that makes me feel like a retard. Oh my God. Wow. You know, here it was just as simple as freaking plugging the CD IDE cable in. Like, wow. Wow. I can't even believe that. That is so stupid of me. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know. Maybe I thought that the IDE cable is snaked under the motherboard connected to something under there. I really don't know. That is, wow, that is dumb of me. Yeah, and it even reads the CD this time. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. How dumb can you get? You know? And if I hit eject. Wow. I can't believe I was that stupid. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So if I put a blank CD in, it should detect the CD as blank. Give it a second. Yeah, it even, wow. Wow! Oh my God, I am so bad. Oh, that is embarrassing. Wow. Alright, so now I can get to actually doing some cool things, so I'm going to see if I can get AppleWorks on this. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so a little while later, and I have my bits of software that I need. Just a couple of little things that I thought might be nice to have. And those are going to copy over. Shouldn't take too long. I'll skip it though, just to be a nice guy. So what I got in terms of software here is I have AppleWorks 6, After Dark for OS 9, and Stuffit Expander. And obviously we're going to install Stuffit first. Yep, I'm going to open it. Decoding the binary. Oh, maybe I already have Stuffit Expander. Yeah, you already have stuff at Expander. Alright. I didn't realize that. So it's unstuffing the files right now. And it's lagging pretty hard. Can't really do much else when it's unstuffing. I think that's because of disk access and not so much the CPU. But hey, what do I know? So we're going to install AppleWorks 6.2. Here we are. Continue. It's going to tell me about the license. I'm going to be like, yep, gotcha. I read every single word. I'm going to install it. Yeah, look at that. Speedy. Now, I think, well, this is going, I think that LED right there is CPU stuff happening. I'm not exactly sure about that. I have no evidence of that, but yeah. That's sure what it seems like. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is. So we're almost done. It's got, yeah, it's just going through all the items now. All these probably like 1 or 2 byte items. Beautiful. Now I have to restart. So I'll skip this restart and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got AppleWorks installed and it should open as soon as I click it. And it is. So good. That's great news. That restart took quite a while and I don't know why. So yep, there is our AppleWorks beauty. Now, I'm going to get rid of stuff it because I don't need that. Same with AppleWorks actually. Let's go and do After Dark. So it's unstuffing the After Dark. There we are. Now we can install After Dark. Oh! Okay, so it's advising me I should restart the computer, so I guess I'll do that. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just read the setup guide, must read. Drop the After Dark files into your control panel folder. Alright. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to drop the After Dark files into the control panels folder. Drop the After Dark 9 control panel into your control panels folder. Oh, okay. Alright, now I gotta restart. Okay, so I'm gonna restart again and I'll be right back. So this is the only screensaver included in the just base pack of After Dark. But yeah, there we go. Beautiful. I'm going to peruse around for more software. Maybe get some more additions to After Dark there. Oop, I don't know what I just did. We're gonna empty the trash. I have to go and unlock all of these. Oh boy, if I can remember how to do this. View options. Nope, that's not how you do it. Edit preferences. Oh god, if I can remember how to do this. Give me a couple minutes. I just thought we'd take a little bit of a deeper look into the thing. The date sticker reveals that it was made on 1/4/1999 at 11:34 a.m. Comes with Ethernet, serial, and has the 300 megahertz PowerPC G3, 512K of cache on that, 64 megs of SD-RAM, which has been upgraded, and 6 gigabyte hard drive, which is gone with the CD-ROM. Now, I have done some other things with this in the period of time that I've been frigging around with it. See that? That's a router. Oh, you know what? You have to plug the power back in before you can actually use the thing. It's not magical. Alright, now we can turn it on. And we have the... Here we go. A bit terpy. The 6 gig hard drive would have been some sort of quantum fireball, which I'm probably not going to jump on the internet to get, really. It's not that worth it. Besides, I have like a 20 gig in here. I mean, that's originality, sharp originality. This thing's not going to be original anytime soon. But it would be cool if I could, you know, get one of these that was fully original. Having original stuff that works is all nice. And there's this little effect, if you can see it, under the plastic. It looks like water damage almost. You can kind of see it a bit better in the top. It's got this little wavy sort of I'm not doing so hot looking thing. One thing I have thought about, since this is not an original system, I have thought about getting a PowerPC G4 upgrade. Or something like that, but I don't know. And I have gotten this on the internet, so we can go into control panels, go down to TCP IP, and you can see it does have a valid IP. So there we go. We can get onto, oh I know, network time error all the time. It says this all the time, and I don't know why. Let's see. You literally just set the time. And it set the time, yeah. There you go. I don't know why I did that. Dumb. Alright, so now if we go into Internet Utilities, have Closilla, and you can see I've used that beforehand. Just give that a second start up. Okay, so here we are using Closilla. And yeah, we're on the Closilla homepage here. So we can go to like Google and stuff. It's not exactly modern, but hey, you know. There we go, we're on Google. So there we go. Now we can do other stuff too here, I think. So let me, if I can get into the control panels correctly. Let's go to monitors. Just for the hell of it. Let's see what our max res. Okay, our max res right now is 1280 by 1024. So I'm going to set that. There we go. Beauty. Now, if I had a 1920 by 1080 monitor, which I really don't have one of those handy, it probably could go all the way up to 1920 by 1080. And this little dude has no trouble supporting that. The ATI Rage 128 has no problem doing 1280 by 1024. Although, the UI elements on macOS kind of get a bit small unless your face is squished up against the screen. So, imagine having 1920 by 1080. And I don't think this has any UI scaling at all. So, yeah. I'm trying to think of what else I can do on here besides, you know, get applications and look at applications and stuff like that. You know, I really don't think we can do much else. Yeah, if Apple works, I've already shown that off a bunch of times. Only have the one After Dark thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that application unexpectedly quit, even though I X'd out of it. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm pretty much done here. There's not really a whole lot to tell about this thing. Maybe eventually I'll actually do something eventful with it. Maybe. I don't know. I have to clean it up a bunch first. The acrylic needs to be cleaned. Especially on the outside. It's got some scratches and stuff. But that's all cosmetic. That's easy to fix. So yeah, thank you for hanging in. This video's probably been really long and really boring. I could make another video where I just go through everything. Go through everything in a very short period of time. But I don't know. I don't know which is more enjoyable in this case. So I'm just going to shut it down and be done for today.